Welcome back YouTube, thanks for joining me dudes. Welcome back again for another video, another unboxing. It's pretty epic as you can see. Why have I got an electric bike? What am I doing with it to a hardcore surfer skater, electric skateboard rider riding a electric bike? Well, this something I'll show you now, a bit of video. It's unedited, it's live. I think it'll speak for itself. So let's just roll the video and check it out. Okay, here we are at Ben Buckler surf skate shop, stand-up paddle. He does everything, including Super 73 bikes. That's him. He must be home. Let's go and have a chat to Ben. Here he is. Okay, here we are. Hey Ben.
Hey, how are you?
Are you expecting me today?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look at. We're going to look today, guys, at the Stoke board. We're going to look at also the Dot board. Have a look at that. Here they are. Here, checking out. Oh my God. So we'll have a look at those. And yeah. So Ben, tell us about the Dot boards. What's the story with that?
Okay, so Dot is a division of Globe International. We have to stay a bit apart, actually.
Oh, we do too. We do. Yeah. I'll get the stealthy stick right out. Here we go. There you go.
All right. And Dot is a division made by Globe Industries.
Right.
And the way they've done it is they've taken like a traditional skateboard. So these guys, Globe Industries make.
I love the look. It's such a high polished product, isn't it?
Yeah. So Globe Industries make skateboards. So what they've done is they've used their expertise to make a really cool, lightweight, strong skateboard deck in which they can put an array of batteries on.
You're kidding. So these actually click in. They actually lock in. You can have a travel one or two. One
or two. And also with the motors, so you can choose to have one motor or two motors. You can take this off and put another motor on.
Oh my God, I can't believe
it's
total plug and play.
Plug and play, yep.
Jeez, look at the finish on this, it's just beautiful. Fiberglass, it looks like fiberglass. And
well, what it is it's actually V-ply, so it's vertical ply, and like lots and lots of strips. All these are strips of vertical ply.
I love the look
and that's what gives you the lightweight and the strength.
Yeah,
and then also they've laid fiberglass over the top.
Jesus,
that's me to sort of scratch in that fiberglass work, when I'm sort of.
Guys, this I haven't seen this before. This is booster board quality. It's just so finished and refined and just beautifully manufactured. It's like a piece of art. It's just beautiful. Oh God, they're the Super 73 bikes. Oh Jesus.
Oh, okay.
I shouldn't.
Okay.
I wish you would not put these out here because every time I come in here, guys, I want to buy one, but I'm not going to buy one because it's a big purchase.
Did you want to just go for a quick test ride?
Tell you what, just
hold that.
You hold that. Let me look at this. This is a model I absolutely love. This model. Oh my God. Is this for sale? This one?
Yeah, actually, that one's a demo one that just came back from the Grand Prix, the F1 Grand Prix. So yeah, you can buy that.
I hate this. I hate me for doing this. Let me have a ride of it. Cover a ride of it. Let's have a go.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, hold it down. Turn the battery on. Oh God, this is like you got the phone holder. And this is awesome. My makeup is such that I'm the worst impulse buyer in the world. Okay, let's have a ride. Okay. Wow, jeez. My God. Jeez. Lights come on, is it as well?
Yeah, active braking.
Oh God. So this one's for sale, yeah?
Yeah,
little box?
For sale, yeah.
I love this. This looks like Steve McQueen in The Great Escape. It looks like something out of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, alright, we'll leave the box on for you, man. No worries.
Oh, okay. Will you do cash?
Yeah, we can do cash.
Let me get some cash. I can't do it. Okay, guys, you're watching. This is no bullshit. This is live. I've decided to buy this. This is freaking crazy. If you get on one of these things, you'll see what I mean. I understand my Casey Neistat, and they're all riding them, so I can understand. It's such a funky, cool thing, but you feel so safe in it, you know. Shit. Okay, I'll walk to the bank and I'll get some cash and we're gonna buy this thing. Let's go. So all I can say is if you need a Super 73, and I'll go through more detail when we unbox it now on the table and have a talk about it and get some HD videos, see Ben here at Ben Buckler Boards. He's got the Australian distribution rights, correct?
Yeah, we're just the Australian distributor for Super 73. So
just the Australian distributor. He is the Australian distributor, so you don't get any better. He looks after sales service. And Omar here, the guys, everyone, you can't get a better customer service experience. It's like the David Jones of eBikes. So look, we'll go to the table now. Let's unbox it, have a look at it. And thanks, Ben, for everything. Thanks, Omar. He's working hard. And I'll see you guys back home now. Okay, so Ben, just talk about the bikes. Obviously, on my mind here, you're on a nice white one there. It's like Casey Neistat's. Talk about the bikes and what's the story? How'd you get involved? And talk a little about the company and the bikes and everything.
Yeah. So I guess I first saw these on YouTube probably 3-4 years ago, and they just blew my mind. So I really liked them. So I worked with Super 73 to get them over to Australia. Probably for the first 2 years of getting into Australia, it was all pre-orders.
Wow.
So we didn't have a lot of stock to be able to do much marketing.
Yeah.
Orders just came in, we brought the bikes in, we shipped them out. And now we're at a point where we do have some stock and we can start to share them around and explain to people.
You can see behind there, we've got some bikes. See, look at those. Behind, I mean, that's some, there's a whole packaging back there and brand new ones, yeah.
Yeah, and we have another warehouse, a distribution warehouse, where we have a lot of bikes and boxes as well. And so we're investing in keeping the product up with the demand. Wow. And so it's really quite exciting.
If someone was going to order one now, could they pick it up here directly now?
Yeah, well actually we probably with coronavirus we're sending out a lot more bikes Australia-wide. So,
wow.
You put your order in before 2 o'clock and it'll be out the same day.
Wow, so you can impulse buy online and get it the same day. Even if the next day would be mind-blowing, so that's incredible.
Yeah, pretty quick. Omar here is very good at dispatch and support.
Yeah.
So these bikes are actually just life-changing for people.
Yeah.
So now you can just leave your car at home or even sell your car because you can't travel statewide, nationwide at the moment anyway.
That's right, yeah.
So this is a micro transporter in that you can just go from your home to your local bakery, to your local butcher, pick up all the supplies.
Which we did today. We went for a ride. Yeah. It is, look, the power on these things, I can't emphasize. I'm nearly 100 kilos. This thing is like a motorbike and it just takes hills. We did a 24% grade hill, possibly just nailed it. So we're not talking, this is high premium, powerful bikes. I mean, I couldn't believe it when I first got on it and saw what this thing can do, and they are just insane. So yeah, come and test ride one here, yeah?
We could do a few test rides still.
Just around.
Not shut down yet, but
yeah.
I guess you just kind of take Andrew Penman's word for it.
Yeah.
No one has ever regretted buying one of these.
I've got a pretty good bullseye, accuracy rate on what I review. I've knocked back a lot of boards. I've got a particular skateboard watch band thing on here that reminds me not to buy that board on my wrist.
I guess I can point out another fun thing about these bikes. And that is that they've got, they come with knobby tyres by default.
Oh, right? Look at that.
So the advantage of the knobby tyres is that you can basically go anywhere you want. Like on the grass, the gravel,
could you go on sand as well?
Yeah, you can take it on the beach.
Wow.
So I always take these away on holidays with me and my kids. So we can just burn up the beach, go to the coffee shop, anywhere you want, across parks.
Oh, look! I just saw this intro. I can't come here and look at the dot boards and the Stoke, which is just there, which we didn't even get to. But I ended up buying one of these. So that was honest to God. That was not my intentions. And you saw me go in the bank get the money. So look, all I can say on that is, look, we'll get on to the unbox. Ben, thank you so much. I can't shake your hands, but I elbow. The world of coronavirus, crazy. Hey, I'll go through a whole talk about that soon. But thank you so much, Ben. Omar, thank you. We're gonna get you guys on the bikes on Sunday and get some footage and some drone. That'll be the first ride. So till then, guys, yeah, thanks so much. So now I'll go and get the money. I've got to pay for this, and we'll come back.
All right, man. Well, I might just say too, what an honour and a privilege it is to be on the Andrew Penman channel. Thank you very much.
Oh, that's a pleasure, Ben. It's a privilege to be here and be actually supporting your business, because I like to work with companies that do provide incredible support, incredible products, but also more exclusive. So most of my channel is based on exclusivity, where you don't see them anywhere else. That's why I align myself by buying one of these from Ben. So yeah, thank you so much, Ben.
No worries, man.
Okay, let's get some money and let's go and pay for it.
All right, see you around.
Okay guys, this is actually the new model. This is the SG1, as you can see there. This is the one that Casey Neistat's also just got, and the latest model. As you can see, aesthetically, there's not a lot of difference between that model and my model. Really not a lot of difference, but this is what I'm recommending to get. This is the extra size battery, which gives you a 60 kilometer range. It's also got it's a lovely matte finish on it. It comes in black. It's just beautiful. So that's the latest model. The prices will all be down below in the description field. You'll notice that my one has the fender and mud flap on. I paid extra for, but that normally doesn't come with it. The new models come with the fender and the mud flap. Comes with a bigger battery, which is the 60 kilometer range. If you're light, you might get 70. It comes with hydraulic brakes, as you can see, which are a lot more less work. They last for kind of ever, and they're much more efficient. Otherwise, yeah, that kind of in price increase is justifiable because it's a big difference when you don't want to have range anxiety. So that's the latest model, guys. That's the SG1, and that's what I'm thoroughly recommending to go for. Okay, we're back, and I got the rabbits in here. I've got a plane coming over. This is crazy. Let's get in before the plane comes. Check it out. Whoa. Okay. Here we are. Now, I'm going to be paying you some money. I've got the bank, and there's at least a couple of hundred.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You better check it.
Oh, yeah?
I wouldn't. Do you trust Penman? Yes, you should trust Penman. Okay, now we're going to pick up the board. This is so exciting. We're going to take it home. We're going to ride it now. I'll do an unbox. And one thing we're doing here in Australia, and the coronavirus is really serious, and that is to make sure you. Okay. Yeah, Ben. Okay, guys, we're going to pick the bike up now. I'm going to get it. Here it goes. This is my baby.
Can I hold that?
Yeah, go for it.
Right.
So here we go. So, oh my God. Oh. Whoa. That is low. Who the hell's on that plane? Isn't there a coronavirus ban on international travel? There we go. We've got it all in here. Look at that. There it is. That sits in the back of a Volvo XC90, as you can see. So let's get the hell out of here and get riding. Done. That's a wrap. Okay, so as you can see, that's how to eventuated. Look, okay, what we got here is the new latest, well, not the latest, but the current edition, and the new models are coming out of the Super 73 electric bikes. This is a company coming out of California. Startup Kickstarter was in 2016. Lithium Cycles, the brainchild of 4 engineers who saw a very big market for a funky retro electric bike that was AEPA, whatever that is, approved, which means you don't need a license, registration, insurance. You can ride this thing on the road, etc., under the wattage, power, and speed of the legislation requirements of most countries. Okay, so they came out with originally the Super 73. That was a great little sort of retro 70s mini bike kind of thing with a very rudimentary frame system. Casey Neistat reviewed it, Sam Sheffer. It was nice. It was a great functionality. It worked. Look, you're not going to get your performance bike riding out of this. I think what you lack in that, you'll make up for aesthetic beautifulness. It is actually a very stylish bike to ride, and you do get a lot of head turns. I got 3 horn honks just yesterday. I was going down the wrong way on the street, to be fair, but besides that, you do get a lot of people saying things to you like, where'd you get it, how do you get it? They're very rare to see them in the wild. There's not many of them. In Sydney, I want a big shout out to Ben at Ben Buckler Boards in Sydney, at Marrickville in Sydney. The details are below. He will go through and take you through test rides out there, show you. He's the exclusive Australian distributor for these bikes. First class service, first class after service. sales and warranty. They do all the problems with the bikes or anything if you do have them. These things are bulletproof. These are a solid unit. They're a military style grade bike, and I have ridden it, so I'll talk a bit about that now with you. But before I do the models, we came out with Super 73. We then came out with a new model which was called the well, it was going to be coming up in 2017. They were announcing the new models, which is the S1, the S2s. They're available 2018, 2019. They brought out a Scout version in between. That was a great electric bike to fill that market, to get people in with a smaller battery. And then of course they got involved with a guy, Jesse, a YouTuber, who actually then went ahead, Welling, I think it's Jesse Welling, who actually created the retro headlight in the front, and you've got the whole change to the brake lights at the back, and that became what was known as the forerunner for the S1. Like it's something out of, you'd see a military Afghanistan SAS soldier that tears across the desert, one of these. It's a very military but retro kind of funky look. It is actually really nice to ride. It's a cruiser. It's not meant to be a performance-based bike. You're going to get your, it's a weird thing because it's the pedal assist. We'll talk about that pedal assist in a minute. It's very sophisticated. It gives you a very instant takeoff feel when riding. This is quite an extraordinary feel. It's a shorter bike than what you normally have, so anyone can ride it. And we'll talk about the performance of the throttle system in a second. So then we brought up to 2018. They're bringing out the new R, the new S, and the new Z model. They're going to be more like a mountain bike with full suspension. You can option suspension for this if you want. Okay, today we're looking at the SG model. This is the 2018 model. The S is obviously the S model. You have the S, then you have the SG, which you have the SG1, which is the bigger battery, the hydraulic brakes. I'll go through that in a second. So at the moment, Ben is offering free shipping and a free Pelican-inspired box on the back, storage, as well as a t-shirt and a hat. And the description field below will give you all information about that and my code as a subscriber to get that Australia-wide shipping. Ben does not ship overseas. If you're overseas, I suggest go through the normal websites on Super 73 and they'll ship those. The SG is basically got a smaller battery. It's a 422 watt-hour battery, gives you a 30-kilometer range based on my weight, and it had the manual brakes. You just adjust with pliers, but they're still a disc brake. They're not hydraulic. The SG1 will have the bigger battery, which is actually 696 watt-hour battery. You'll get about a 60-kilometer range, and you're also going to have the hydraulic brakes, less maintenance, less wear, and that is it. So pretty much you've only got those two differences, which you would never really notice unless you actually, you looked at it and you knew the bike well. The other one has a different stand on the side, which is a side kickstand rather than the leveraged center stand. Now, when you buy this bike, these the fenders and the mud flaps are not included; they're extra, and it comes with a basic throttle, which makes it a legal road. If you want to, you can option for $160 to get the throttle, which makes it illegal for most roads in the world, but you can ride it on private property, but everyone kind of rides it on that. Yeah, on the road. Yeah, you just unplug and plug it. So that's kind of a cool thing. So you can unplug that. That's $160 fitted. I think maybe free at the moment. And also you can option for the fenders. And as I said, it's being thrown in for my subscribers, the box in the back. You can option for a longer seat. We can go on and on. You can customize it, and in fact, in the next couple of weeks, I'll do a video on a undercarry bag I'm putting in, which makes it more like, fills it in, makes it less sort of Skeletor, and gives it a motorbike feel. You can also going to put in a Wi-Fi wireless radio under here, a military kind of black one, and we're going to go for a couple of other options as well, which I'll talk about later. Cup holder, drink holder. That will just finish this off beautifully. But as you can see, it's a gorgeous bike, and it really can't explain the feel of this thing until you ride one. That's why I bought it, basically. So the SG ones are available. They're a bit more. The prices will be below again. The same offer with the box, the t-shirt, the hat, and the free delivery. This is not a paid review. I actually purchased this bike. You can see that in the preview. So I can say what I want. I own it, and it's my bike. So I'm being very honest and very unbiased. I don't owe anything to anybody. This is a pleasure ride. Let's go through some of the ride. The turning circle on this thing is incredible. The ride is smooth. smooth. The suspension through the tires alone, which has got no suspension on the bike, which you can option for, is just incredible feel. It really is. It's better than any Rambler bike I've ridden before. It definitely has it's a real gangster look about it, gangster feel. It feels nice to ride when the same company itself, esteemed company as Will Smith and Post Malone. Posty's riding one. It is a funky bike, but it does do its job. Now let's move on and talk a bit about speed. Top speed, you'll get 41 kilometers per hour. With the throttle, it has an amazing acceleration, no loss of drive, no delay. It has incredible, the braking on these, even though they're just manual discs, they pull up like a car. It has just an amazing feel for that. When you actually pedal assist, this is where it comes into its own. The pedal assist really has a very sophisticated sensor system. It's up there with the one wheel. It's got about 60 things it does per second in terms of feeling every little bit of pressure on the pedals, and it's just instantaneous and it's just accurate and works every time. It's just nothing I can fault with the pedal assist. The way I ride it, I whack it into this first gear, second and third, pedal assist, and then you've got the full throttle with the last switch isolating. Nothing lights up for the pedal assist, which means there's no pedal assist, you just use the throttle. The throttle, if I could say anything that could pick up on it that could be improved, the throttle thumb is great, but under a lot of bumps and moving around, being a plastic thumb throttle, it could have been a better design, and it's not the fault of Super 73, it's just the manufacturer of the throttle. It could have been a twist throttle on the handle. It would be a lot less wear and tear or something on that. Other than that, it's perfect. Now the headlight is super bright, as you can see. It is so magnificent on the road, shoots up a full street height, width and length if you can adjust it just in the right spot. It looks like a car headlight. You've got the sophisticated, halo effect LED at the front, which just gives that refined look to it. The brake lights in the back come on when you brake, front brake and back brake, and you have an automatic always light on at the back when the actual batteries are charged. Comes with two keys. You can unlock the battery, slide the battery off, take your backpack, and then you can walk anywhere. You really can't steal it. I'll come up with another little alarm system you can put under the seat, which is a rocking alarm, movement alarm. That's a funky. I've got a lot of little mods to come on to this that I'll show you the top 5 best modification accessories for this bike. Look, all in all, this is an amazing bike. I am really impressed with it. It's like the feeling I had when I was 15 at my first Honda mini bike. I couldn't sleep for 3 nights. I didn't stop sleeping every night to want to ride it every day. In a 59-year-old man, I'm actually having the same feelings as a young boy. That just sums it up. Fun to ride. It's an awesome machine. So guys, I'm going to leave you now with some HD footage of the bike. This is the SG. Prices are below, all the codes are there, and there's only limited stock available in Australia. And then of course you've also got, I'll just turn it on now and show you the lights. Right, she's on, there you go. Okay, so with the motor, it's actually a very sophisticated, solid motor. It's a big brushless motor. It's a 250 watt motor. Now I know you're saying, wow, skater dudes are saying that's not really big at all. It's the way it's geared, the way it's direct drive. It's very powerful. With the throttle kit, the aftermarket sports throttle, you're going to change the amperage and the way it works to a 500 watt motor, which doubles the speed, doubles the torque, doubles the power. The original Super 73s were I think 1,000 watt motors, and they went to like a 750 watt to now they've gone down to 500 at this throttle adjustment level. But the sophistication of motors are changing so rapidly, you don't need to have all that power and that watts anymore. It does more and more sophisticated at a less wattage. So the motor system is extraordinary. This motor is just dope. It's incredible. So look, yeah, this is an amazing bike. Check it out, and we'll have a ride now, and we'll just get back to you in about 3 weeks with the modifications and how it's gone after about 200 Ks. I'll give you my feedback. For now, thanks again, Ben Buckler Boards in Sydney. I can't thank you enough. The distributor Australian rights for the Super 73, they'll look after you like gold. Just say Andrew Penman sent you, and get into it. This is another level, guys. Enjoy, have a great day. Keep safe, keep isolation. This is a really heavy thing that's happening right now in the world, but I'll go into more details next video with my Italian videos coming up on my ride on the Amalfi Coast, and I'll give you an idea what Italy is like when it works well. And a big shout out to everyone in the world. Stay safe, be safe, happy skating, safe skating. Andrew Penman signing off. my gosh. Okay, here we are with the Super 73. As you see, I've had a ride already. This is not my first ride. Okay, what can I say about it? I've been riding for about half an hour. I've got Darren here, one of my subscribers. Thank you, Darren. He's going to be second unit director in the credits in this. Come a bit closer and look at the bike. Check it out. Look at this. Incredible. I've got the aftermarket. Look, I've got a couple of things here, guys, things on here that I'll talk about in terms of modifications and hacks for this particular bike, which I've done, as you can see on here, and I'll go through that in a little while. The bag, the whole stuff. So look, what we're going to do is we're going to talk a bit about it straight off the bat. This is an incredible electric bike. It's got so much power. It's got so much styling. It's so nice to ride. It is absolutely beautiful, and you know, this is one of the most incredible bikes I've actually had. This is a 250 watt motor with a street legal speed controller on it, so if you are going to be riding on the road, you need that. With this one, this is the aftermarket illegal private property speed controller, which is actually an extra, I think, $150 or so. It'll get you 40 kilometers an hour range. 40 kilometers speed, not range. Range is around about 24 kilometers for me. This is the smaller battery. This is the SG model, which is something global. I don't know the exact wording of it. Yeah, it is just awesome fun. As you saw when I picked it up, or I wasn't planning on buying it, and then all of a sudden I decided to buy the thing. It's pretty insane. The styling itself is just what kills it. So let's just talk a bit about the prices all down below. Ben Buckler, thank you so much for letting me review this. This is an incredible bike. If there's any sort of codes below, there'll be a code for this extra box, which is the military box in the back, which is brilliant. That'll come in, as well as there'll be a t-shirt, and there'll be some other goodies if you get it from my channel. So that's the bike. I think what we might do now, we might go for a ride on it and just see how it performs in the wild.